Hey everybody, and welcome back to Brutally Honest Reviews, only on the Brutally Honest Network. Here today we're reviewing The Frontrunner, starring Hugh Jackman as Gary Hart, a failed vice president presidential
senator
candidate.
From Colorado.
Senator from Colorado,
Yes.
and presidential candidate. Starring Hugh Jackman, J.K. Simmons as his campaign manager. Anyone else notable?
Bill Burr.
None of the other X-Men.
Vera
Farmiga.
the girl from The Departed.
Oh,
and other
yeah.
things. I don't know exactly how to pronounce the name.
She plays the wife, right?
Yeah.
The wife.
Vera Farmiga.
Something along those lines, yeah.
Yeah.
Bill
Renowned comedian Bill Burr.
Bill Burr plays one of the
Reporters.
Big
in
Head
Miami.
from Silicon Valley was in it.
He was, yeah.
Who's
Yeah.
that?
He's the one with the glasses and the hair.
Oh, is that the reporter who sells him out?
No.
No, he's part of the campaign.
Yeah, he is.
He goes to the wife's house and plays cards with them.
Nope.
No.
What am I thinking of?
Someone else.
Someone else.
I think
Not
I know what
big.
you're talking about, but I'm not sure.
He's the nerdiest looking person in the movie.
Oh, yeah.
It's not important.
I
He
know
sucks.
But anyway, this movie is about the campaign Gary Hart had in. He was running opposite who? I forget
George
now.
W. I mean, not George W. The other George Bush. Herbert
George.
Walker.
Rest in peace.
George H.W. But
Yeah.
whatever the fuck his name is.
Head of the
Alright.
CIA.
Yeah.
He was
X.
a vice president.
Yes.
So, anyway, it's basically about this presidential campaign he had and the 3 weeks in which his campaign was absolutely destroyed by essentially himself, but
Infidelity.
yes. So, first thoughts, Rob, what did you think about this movie? First thoughts.
Boring.
Yeah.
Well acted, but it was way too long. Or at least I felt like it was way too long. Dragged on in certain areas. I felt other areas weren't elaborated on.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, that pretty much sums this movie up. A lot of potential there, but not exactly the best directed movie.
Yep.
Yeah, so there's some execution problems for sure. I know it was based on a book, so I don't know if there was a sort of an issue like they had too much to adapt in some areas and they didn't develop characters in other areas. But I left the movie definitely feeling you could have taken 15 minutes or so off. That said, overall I enjoyed the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, great cast, well acted. Yeah, could have been shorter, and yeah, wasn't the most entertaining. It's something that I'm going to forget.
Yeah. Already forgot most of it. But so yeah, for me, same thing. I thought it was well executed, well acted, but very dry, and only someone who I think was really fascinated with politics or is really going to get more out of this than the average person.
Could you imagine if Bill Burr wasn't in this movie?
Oh,
That would have been a real problem.
What
If
a
he-
delight he was.
if he
And it was
wasn't
right
in
about
this
halfway in the movie
movie,
too, so it kind of broke it up. He had I don't know how many, all in all, how much screen time. It might have only been 8-10 minutes of screen time.
Yeah, he did. He had a Hannibal Lecter.
but he stole the
small
show.
amount of screen time
Yeah.
and stole the show.
If he wasn't in this movie, I would have fell asleep.
Yeah, it would have been a real issue for the movie. And I read, too, that his character was just made up for the movie. I think specifically for that purpose. We got to spruce it up a little bit.
Yeah.
I guess the director was
Gotta
a fan
punch
of
it
his
out.
in general.
Too dry and boring otherwise.
Yeah.
And I like how he doesn't attempt an accent or anything. He just he's a reporter for the Miami Herald who has a Boston accent. He's just the funniest person.
And really plays it straight in the movie itself too. It leaves a lot of things vague and up to the imagination still after however long it's been. When he goes on the boat, they show him flirt a little bit, and then that's kind of it. It's really, they don't give you any more than exactly what was
Can we
reported
talk
on.
about the boat scene though, because that was
Sure.
a real delight.
Yeah.
Classic 1980s. The guys, the
It was
lobbyist
good.
he's going with, he's this guy from Louisiana with a stupid accent, these short shorts, and a little baseball hat. And like, all right, let's go meet some ladies. And it was just, the boat was called Monkey Business.
The boat was called Monkey Business. Yeah, it's actually called Monkey Business.
So ridiculous.
The easiest joke in the world
Yeah.
for a late night TV show
And
host.
Johnny Carson killed it.
He did kill it. Yeah, that was great. Yeah.
Couldn't make something like that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that in general, the movie was very dry, but like in moments, like the acting really did shine. Like Hugh Jackman did a fantastic job portraying his character. Vera Farmiga played a fantastic job playing the cliche role of the distressed wife, and we've seen her role before.
She does a lot with that too.
Yeah, I'll push
yeah.
back on that a little bit. I think her role as the wife, I think she's portrayed it as somebody who knew her husband messed around a lot,
Yeah.
right? And they kind of touch on that in one of the Washington Post scenes early on. And it never seems like she has a problem with that aspect of what he's doing.
She made it clear that was her choice
Yeah.
to allow. She had a great line where she tells her daughter, feelings that simple are the luxury of youth.
Yeah.
You know? She understood it. She wasn't...
And they're still married.
Yeah.
To this day.
yeah.
She also had a really good line when he called her to tell her that there's going to be a story coming out. And she didn't care that he cheated on him, but she said, as long as you don't embarrass me.
Yeah.
And he did.
Basically means don't get caught and
Yeah.
let this out in the public.
Yeah.
And you did the
He
one
was
thing.
sloppy. And I don't have a ton of sympathy for at least the character. I don't know what he was like in real life, but he was just so belligerent the whole time.
There's an arrogance about it.
It was
Yeah.
real
that
arrogance.
he didn't think that it could ever catch
Yeah.
up to him, right? Yeah.
And one of the big at least in the movie too of the book, is how like this really changed the way we cover politics, and it changed like the fact that like Kennedy back in the day, he could have as many affairs as he wanted, and now you can't. But it kind of falls apart because like Clinton was the next Democratic president elected 4 years later, and people knew before he got elected he had affairs too.
Right.
Yeah.
He took a little more ownership than Gary Hart did.
Yeah, you can't be the first.
Yeah.
And so yeah, he was made a martyr, and it was also his reaction to it.
Yeah,
you know?
that was a big part.
He never owned up to anything.
No.
He shied away from it and let it take over, and that was the end of it.
Did you read the book?
No, I didn't. I want to now though.
I was just curious.
Yeah.
Shed some light on that. What was accurate and not. Yeah, I mean, like, I definitely didn't sympathize with the character, but I also understood their domestic conflict, like the husband and wife conflict. I understood that interaction. I understood what they had to go through, and I think they both did a good job acting that out. Definitely, Vera Farmiga seemed like it seemed like she was acting like it's happened before.
Yeah.
Behind the camera lens.
That's a big part of it. It's also his trend, because you can be. I was at the Lincoln Tavern in South Boston a couple years ago, and like I saw my congressman was there, and it's a packed bar. Nobody knows who he is, And even when you're a senator, for the most part, you can walk around in normal clothes. People aren't going to know who you are, but once you get into that spotlight of being a presidential candidate, it's a whole nother ballgame.
Right.
And I don't think either of them were really prepared for what that meant.
Right. Yeah, no, it does, like...
Especially back then too, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, you go... And, like, in even in this movie, like, you see the fact that both of them, both the husband and wife, they kind of seem like technologically or at least socially uninformed.
Yeah.
Like, it seems like, like the idea of being caught was not even in his...
Yeah.
Like, design. Like, he didn't think it was possible.
He didn't care because everyone was doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his opinion was that it was no
Normal.
one's business.
Yeah, it was normal.
Which
it's his business, his private life.
He found out that he doesn't get to decide that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's,
And I think about like 50-something% of marriages, maybe it's 40-something. There is adultery. Like it's a super common thing.
Yeah.
So I'm sure he's thinking, is it going to be that big a deal and people going to look into it that much?
Yeah.
And I think to your point, even for like 1988, like if you looked at the way their house was and the way they lived, it seemed even a little more like a little more old school than that, you know.
Yeah.
I may be wrong, but like when he was in the axe throwing competition and stuff, I think maybe just coming from that part of the country in like a more like rural area,
Yeah.
he might have had an even more old school mindset than he should have.
Yeah, they kind of painted him like as uninformed, like he was the one
Ignorant.
Like it's always like you see it now on on YouTube and stuff like that, or like on Facebook, like people share them as memes. Like you'll see like actual real political campaign videos of people like out in the West, like literally like, I'm gonna go shoot plates out of the sky, and that's my campaign statement. And like people will actually do that to this day. Usually you can find them if you go and watch Stephen Colbert's show, and you'll see he'll post all of those. He'll show all of those shockingly real political campaign videos that just show kind of like a guy doing manly things and like going like, I can run the nation. I'll make sure that I fix all of these things because I can throw an axe and hit a bullseye, like stupid shit like that.
Yeah. And even like in the movie, his campaign, where they're all petrified about him doing that axe throwing thing.
Yeah.
They thought it was going to blow up in his face.
Yeah, as they should be, because their fucking presidential candidate is throwing a fucking axe.
He crushed that,
did.
though.
He
And
did.
then the suspenders
Everybody.
move. Nice touch.
Suspenders are an underrated
Yeah.
pants accessory.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I worked on set, like as a grip, like all the grip people on set, like they all had, like half of them had suspenders. I think
That's
it's just
because
that.
they're hipsters.
No, they were like 50, 60 though.
Oh, that's because they're
Their
old.
pants were going to
Yeah.
fall down. They're old. Yeah.
Can't wear a belt, it'll get in my belly.
But any particular scenes that stood out for you?
Bill Burr's.
Well, Bill Burr.
When they confront him in the alleyway.
That was a good one. Because both of them, like both Bill Burr and the other guy, were like super nervous, and like especially the other guy who was like more of his right hand man guy in his campaign. He was kind of like Hugh Jackman was kind of like shocked, like Greg Hart, like his character, was shocked that he would even be doing this to him, and then he kind of like he gets just more angry about it.
Yeah.
And, he doesn't realize that all the while they're taking these pictures that like everything he's doing is incriminating him further.
Right. Well, I watched there's a scene where when they catch him, he turns around and they're confronting him, and Bill Burr panics and drops his little notepad. And I watched the clip where he's talking about it, and he goes, "Yeah, everybody told me like, oh, what a great choice it was, great acting choice." And it wasn't. He turned around, he looked like Wolverine. He scared me. I just dropped it.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I mean, outside of those scenes, the only scenes with any real excitement were the press conference ones.
Yeah.
I mean, the one where he confronted one of the Miami reporters that was on the stage.
How long was this movie?
That was good.
This movie was
3 days.
It was over 2 hours.
All weekend.
Yeah.
2 hours.
This,
Or one.
It didn't have to be over that.
there were movies longer that felt shorter than this.
Yeah.
But this was like unbearably long at some points.
An hour and a half would be good.
You know what scene I really liked?
20
He
minutes.
was on the plane, and he had the one-on-one with the Washington Post reporter there, and then they started to hit some turbulence, and he gave him that book.
And then he betrays him.
Yeah.
He
Did
betrays
he
him.
comfort him?
Yeah, he did. And
He
then
did.
they sort of like, once the plane settled down, it just sort of like went back to like normal.
Yeah, it
Like
showed
the-
like what a good person he was, but at the same time, it's like he was just like this naive, uninformed person who thought he could get away with everything because of who he was.
I think he was very informed. Like, he's a very smart guy. I think he wasn't prepared for the sort of the media aspect of things.
Right, but like uninformed in that aspect. Like nobody told him what he would be facing.
Yeah, stuff that
Or he didn't know.
probably should have known.
Yeah, not just uninformed, but unwavering. He didn't change.
That was his problem.
refused to adapt.
Because it's his business.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
He still thought politics were the same as when Kennedy was around.
Yeah.
And didn't
He could mess around as much as he wants.
I watched another clip with him much more recently because it comes back around. You have to ask him how he feels about Trump.
Of course.
And he doesn't change his tune. He
Yeah.
still won't admit to anything. It's still nobody's business. He dug his heels in, and
I respect that more than I guess he stuck to his
yeah,
guns.
I guess so.
30 years
Now he
later.
doesn't get to be president.
How's his last 30 years back?
How old is he?
Just 30 years of sitting in an uncomfortable room with your wife that's pissed at you.
He's probably
Said not to embarrass me.
Is he still a senator?
No.
he's probably about the same
No,
age
he's done
as Trump.
nothing since then, right? He hasn't. He has
No, actually, he was,
in the political.
I looked at his Wikipedia.
He's done consulting work, and
I think he was like an envoy to somewhere.
Uh-huh.
Not like an ambassador, but something lower than that. Ambassador to Reno or something. I don't really know, but
pretty good.
Party
that'd be
manager.
nice. He would like it.
Party
Yeah,
manager.
captain of the monkey business,
Yeah.
type.
As in like
That's what he should have done.
Party captain.
He should have just.
I
leaned
would
into
have really leaned into
monkey
Fucking
business.
crazy.
party.
start an
man.
MTV reality show.
Just ride the wave. Greg Hart, Heart of Love.
Exactly.
Jerry Springer was the mayor of Cleveland.
He was.
Cleveland.
Now he's a judge again.
Yeah.
Jesus,
Yeah, you can make that pivot if you really want to.
I guess. I mean, I don't know. Must be nice. So overall, I'm trying to think of what other things this movie had to offer. It was pretty bland.
Length. I mean, it was a long movie. There was plenty of movie.
You
Yeah.
could have got the story through in one 30-minute special on Dateline, which I'm sure they did in the 80s.
Yeah.
That was the extent this
I
movie
think an
needed.
hour 45 length
It's
would
too
have
long.
would have been fine.
Well, you've seen the trailer to.
If you've seen the trailer, you've seen the movie.
Yeah. You've seen. Has anybody seen the trailer to Vice?
Yes.
Because that looks incredible.
Oh,
Yeah, that
great.
looks great.
That looks like the
Sam
direction-
Rockwell, Christian Bale.
Yeah.
That looks fantastic.
That's the direction this movie should have taken. A little bit more comedy.
Yeah, but they didn't cast Batman.
You got to punch it up.
Well, if you're gonna make the money, if you want to make the money, you gotta realize.
Did
most
you
people
know
don't
that
like
Donald
politics.
Trump thinks that his name is Bruce Wayne? Donald Trump thinks that Christian Bale's name is Bruce Wayne.
Oh, really?
Yes, he introduced.
Hilarious.
He shook his hand and called him Bruce Wayne.
He said hello,
You're fucking
Bruce.
kidding.
I read an article that Christian Bale did an interview with.
Interesting.
He thinks he was Bruce Wayne.
Now that's not. I mean, maybe. I could see.
But I thought
guess.
he watches so much TV a day.
It's a documentary.
Yeah, not movies.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I guess if he. No.
God, what an
No.
unformed piece of shit.
Maybe.
This is a man that drinks 12 Diet
It
Cokes
wouldn't
a
be.
day.
That wouldn't be the weirdest
Oh,
thing.
God, to have to live that.
How
life
is he?
has
Yeah, how is
and
he
do
still
that?
alive? Exactly.
Like, come on, give me that life. Shit. But anyway, final thoughts. Frontrunner. I really have nothing else to talk about. I think it's been a short review, but I really don't think there is much to talk about this movie.
Yeah, I would say if you are someone who is into politics a lot, and I'm into politics, so this was a movie I wanted to see. Could you? Don't see it in theaters. First of all,
Don't.
nobody's playing
Yeah.
it.
Don't see it. We
But it
watched this in a theater with two other
Yeah.
people that got to leave the senior
Old
citizen
people.
home
Yeah.
for like the
Yeah,
afternoon.
it was weird.
Nobody saw this movie.
I would
That was the only theater playing it. And
I would go as far as to say, don't watch this movie.
Yeah.
Unless
Oh, it's worth a watch.
if you're into politics and when it comes on Netflix,
It's going to be
worth
on
a watch.
Netflix. You're going to be bored if
Yeah.
you haven't. It's.
But the
fine.
thing is, there's better things on Netflix.
Yeah.
How many times can you watch like The Office?
It's a good question.
You know?
Yeah,
There's so many.
Again, if you're
you
not into
can watch
politics,
that
it's not the movie for
fucking
it's watchable.
that
watch things
Santa
for
Claus
days.
This movie
movie.
is watchable. It wasn't. It wasn't not.
I
good.
was really bored. Like I wouldn't watch this movie again.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, you're
No,
right.
Yeah.
nobody's asking to watch it twice.
No, but I mean,
Would you recommend someone YouTube the best clips of it?
Bill Burr scenes,
Okay,
like specifically just
Fair
his
enough.
scenes.
that's something.
Yeah.
I didn't like this movie.
What do you give it out of 10?
Like a
Ooh, this is gonna be
5.
brutal. Okay, really?
Yeah.
Wow. I'm
well, because
surprised.
it was well acted.
Yeah, I was.
Okay.
It's just I just found it really boring, and it wasn't because it was political.
Yeah.
Those movies are fine.
Can I give it half a point? Because now I
Yeah.
feel like I'd be too tough on it. Because I was gonna give it a 5 too.
Oh, then I'm gonna give it a
But,
3.
Yeah, because I feel like you hated
Yeah.
it much.
You know
more
what?
than I
Fuck
did.
this movie. 0.
Fuck
Rob
It's a
usually
zero.
doesn't have a middle ground. It's either
0.
hates it.
Should have had Christian Bale in it. No,
I'm gonna give it a 5.
Yeah, 5.
5 movie is passable.
What saves this movie is his acting performances.
Yeah.
Acting,
Yeah.
phenomenal
Which
cast.
is really good.
Phenomenal cast.
Yeah.
A lot of really great actors in it. Everybody, it was fine. Just, I guess this wasn't the best story.
J.K. Simmons had some of the best lines. He always gives like some of the best deadpan lines.
He probably had the best performance in this movie outside of Bill Burr.
Yeah. So I'll give this. I'm gonna give this like a 6. I give it a 6 mainly because I thought Hugh Jackman did a great job acting. I thought he portrayed a politician, an uninformed politician who was just naive to the way things work, very well. J.K. Simmons was great. The rest of the cast, Vera Farmiga, was great. Albeit her role was a little bit cliche because like we all seen the I'm gonna forgive you even though you're wrong female type, which I kind of don't like, but I mean it's kind of historically accurate, so I can't argue with it. The acting was good, the writing was good, but like the problem is like this is really written for someone who's really into politics or into the way politics works, just into dramas that kind of are slow burn like this, because like for any like average viewer, like we see everything. To me, it was just kind of like I wouldn't, if I had a choice to not see it, I probably wouldn't see it.
George Bush Sr. loved this movie.
Yeah, killed him.
Too soon?
Rest in peace. Too soon.
It's never too soon. He's making George Bush's dead jokes that afternoon.
So 6. It's nothing notable or unnotable. Nothing exceptionally bad or exceptionally good to note it. Steve?
Yeah, I'd probably go like a 6.5. I mean, I did like it. I didn't love it. But like I said, if you're into that type of thing, there's definitely a group of people who are going to enjoy this movie on Netflix.
Yeah,
Again,
it's going to have a good space for
problem
them, right?
is they don't know
People
how to
watching it
turn
by
on
themselves
Netflix.
on
Yeah.
Netflix
Exactly.
is what this is.
That's depressing.
Yeah. Well,
There's lots of movies that are like that. They're just there's a lot of bad horror movies that are like
yeah,
that.
they are.
Tons.
Yeah.
And those, for whatever reason, end up in theaters longer.
Make more money.
Yeah.
Fantastically fun to watch because they're so
Destroy the hopes
stupid.
and dreams of me trying to see The Favorite early. Fucking plays it. We're trying to see that movie for literally a month.
Don't worry, we'll drive 45 minutes out of the way to
I'm
this
gonna
fucking
Oh, hey, what's up with
theater.
that scary Superman movie? That's going to be a good one, huh?
That looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Scary Superman.
Sorry, what?
It's
It's fucking Superman,
Brightburn.
but what if he turned bad?
Yeah, Brightburn.
Brightburn.
Oh,
Saw the trailer last night.
Who's the director?
Pretty spooky.
Interesting.
I forget.
The Last Jedi
Little teaser
director.
for you out there.
Yeah.
Check out
What's
the
that guy's
Brightburn
name?
trailer.
You sure it's The Last Jedi
Nope,
director?
I'm not. I don't
I don't
care.
think it is.
You know who
The
the
Last
dad
Jedi
is?
director was J.J.
Movie.
Abrams, I thought.
It's
No.
Roy from The Office.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, he did the
Was
The
it
Force
Thanks?
Awakens.
Oh,
Is it Brian something? Who cares?
yeah, who cares?
Looks pretty cool.
Speaking
Horror
of,
Superman.
You're thinking of Brian Adams. He wrote The Summer of '69.
No, I'm not.
no, it's
Summer
not.
of '69.
But
Definitely
speaking of-
wasn't thinking of Brian Adams.
It's not Brian Singer.
No.
No. But speaking of
Maybe
good
it-
shows, or someone mentioned The Office. Has anybody watched Room 104 yet? TV show?
No.
No, what's that?
You should check it out.
Sounds scary.
It's by the Duplass brothers.
Uh huh.
Do you know them?
Maybe.
Sure.
How would I know that?
Have you seen Transparent?
No.
Is it on HBO?
Yeah. How am I watching this?
Okay, I think I've seen the trailer.
I'm watching this on HBO.
I'll
I think
watch
believe
it.
it's HBO or AMC. It's basically
I'll go on
it's-
Rob and
I don't
I's. I'll go on
have
Rob and I's HBO account that we share.
Every episode takes place in the same room 104 in a hotel room, but every one is a different story. And there's one this most recent season that has Dwight Schrute,
Ooh.
Nice.
and I don't want to give anything away because it's just look up that episode
Right.
that has Dwight Schrute in it, Rainn Wilson. Watch that episode, and then you'll be hooked on the entire the entire show because every episode is almost as good as that episode.
Room 104.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll try to remember it.
You have to watch at least this episode because you will love it.
I'll watch it.
That's
All
when
of
you
you will love it.
Text me the name of
I'm
it.
sold.
I will. But yeah, that's one of the best shows on TV right now. We should do like a TV. I don't know. You guys don't watch? Do you watch TV or at all? Or?
Yeah, sure.
I'm familiar with it.
You watch TV.
I don't have TV. My mom won't let me.
So we should do
Says
like
it
a
lost your
TV, or at least a
As long as it's not South Park.
recap.
My mom
do
says
that.
there's too many swears.
Yeah. What about The Good Place?
I tried watching The Good Place. Everybody says it's good. I
It's
just couldn't
so
get
fun.
I
into it.
only like bad things.
You have
That
to
bad
watch.
place, though.
Yeah, if they had that.
They
The
did.
Bad
There is The
Place.
Bad Place in The Good Place.
Fuck.
Like-
Wasn't planning on that.
I assure
really
you.
threw me for a
I
loop.
assure you.
I'm
if
gonna get a
you
text from
watch-
Ryan at 3 in the morning. Like, yeah, I just watched all The Good Place. It's pretty good.
You're gonna get Snapchats of the parts that are funny.
If you watch like every season gets better. Like the first season's great, the second season's greater, the third season is fucking amazing. So that's another. We just need to do like a TV episode.
Room 104, The Good Place. I gotta watch Home Improvement.
Everybody's
I'm
like, oh,
so
you
far
gotta-
behind on that one.
The Sinner's good, but that's already over. That's already on just Netflix. I don't know what else. I think everything else sucks.
Home Improvement.
I have to catch up.
Yeah.
Everybody at work keeps talking about it.
So in closing, Rob, you got any plugs this week?
Like, rate, review, subscribe.
Ryan?
I'm gonna give a shout out to Town Spa Pizza. I'll be going there right after the show.
Home of the Town Spa Pizza.
My buddy has this watch company. It's called Chase West.
No, he
I
doesn't.
don't know. I don't really care, but
He's
I
not,
like it.
He's not your friend.
Like the rose gold.
Right?
Yeah, he just wanted to
Sexual.
brag about his new watch.
You know, if you guys would give me a compliment every now and again, I wouldn't have to plug
I
stuff.
did notice it. I
Yeah.
just you
I got a
seemed really
fancy
proud of
new
it, and
watch.
It is nice. It's a nice
cool.
watch.
Where's my
Chase West.
watch?
Subtle yet stylish. You know.
Where's my watch?
You don't give a shit.
Yeah, where's our
I don't
sponsor
think he
watches?
got us one.
We're not
You
getting
didn't
a
get
thing.
us a watch?
No.
When
I'm
are we
starting to
getting
think so.
sponsorships?
Yeah, well, actually,
This wedding is
if I
horseshit.
get a little
I wasn't gonna
slice
say
of your old
anything.
commission,
I'm
then
a class act.
Nice.
sponsor anything.
I expect a watch on my desk by Monday.
Your wrists are too big.
Yeah, so get two and fucking link them together.
No, I thought of doing that just as you said it.
Get him a watch necklace, like Flim Flam.
Yeah. I'll get you a watch necklace.
Man-sized
Oh, I'll get
wrists.
you a watch necklace. All right.
So, thank you everybody for tuning in to Brutally Honest Reviews, only on the Brutally Honest Network. Stay tuned for our new shows coming soon. One is an office comedy, which I've just read the second script for, and we're about to have a meeting to finish that script and get that shot in January. That'll be coming soon. We also got a music show where we just received the parts. We're putting together that show for you. That will be filming much sooner than the other show. And then soon, coming this winter, or winter is coming, I should say.
Be on the wall.
Winter is coming. And
Don't
then
say the
spring,
name,
and
someone's
then
gonna
summer,
steal it.
And then we're going to have a Game of Thrones show.
Yeah.
Maybe spring, summer, or winter. if
Or
you're
tomorrow.
lucky. Or tomorrow. Probably not. I don't know.
I don't know when they're watching.
But check us out. Check out Hop Top Films if you want to see some of our short films and shit we put out. You know, it might entertain you, it might not. I don't really care. That's my job.
Fantastic.
That's the best plug you could
Raving
do.
endorsement.
That would make me want to watch something. Watch it or don't. I don't give a
Watch
shit.
it.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. But anyway,
I hope you don't like it.
I hope you like something we do and hit us up and ask us questions. We love you, kind of. So
I don't.
tune in next week and peace.